All right, the headset is going on for this video because we're getting pretty serious. So originally I had zero plans of making a video on this topic. I'm not really a very big fan of confrontation. I like to more focus on the positive side of gaming. I like just playing games, having fun, and showing my clips and making videos that make other people have a good time. So I don't really like to get into stuff most of the time, but man, it has gotten very difficult to sit back and watch people talk about this topic with having no idea what they're talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a player that was recently accused of cheating in Battlefield 6. They had posted some clips to Twitter of them having some aim, some maybe even some sus aim, shooting at people through a rock. I'm sure most people, pretty much everyone who is watching this video has seen it. But let me ask you something. Have you seen this video? I know you haven't seen this video because this is actually me. I want to preface this by saying that I am not actually very good at this style of aiming. I don't know what other people's lowlights look like when they're going for clips like this, but most of the time I kind of just look like a schizophrenic person flicking around to things that aren't actually there. The idea of this style of gameplay is to just instantly react to the first thing that you hear, see, whatever, any kind of inclination that you have that there's a person there. There is no thought process behind it. It's essentially all just fast twitch muscle fibers. There's no actual thinking going on here. It's just pure aim and nothing else. By the way, I am editing this myself. My editor did not want to touch this because he actually hates this style of aiming. For a good reason, it typically causes a lot of controversies like this. So if the editing is subpar, that's why. I tend to have very smooth aim, take a slight amount of time in between my shots, and don't necessarily engage large groups of people at one time. The clips that you see from this other person, Riley, that is a style of gameplay. You run out into the open, put yourself in the worst situation possible, and then do as much as you can to aim from one target to the next without missing. Typically, this is a very bad idea, especially in Battlefield. Putting yourself out in the open is a very easy way to get killed. So most people who are good at Battlefield don't actually do this. And this can be the same for pretty much any other FPS game. I won't go into those specifics, but generally it's a bad idea. The clips that you're watching of me that are currently behind me right now, I recorded on the second to last night of the second weekend of the open beta for Battlefield 6. It was the only time that I didn't stream on that weekend. I wanted to privately record a video for this, just in case I felt like talking about it at a future date. Like I said before, I did not plan on making this video, but this has gotten pretty ridiculous. Now, the reason that I didn't stream is not only because I wanted to go for these clips, I was also actually out drinking right before I came home to record this. So I was a little bit drunk and felt that it was not necessary to stream, probably not a good idea. I probably wouldn't perform very well. But I wanted to record something fun on the side. That being said, the quality of my clips that I got with this aiming style aren't really the best that I can do. They're not really that great, but I wanted to show that this is actually possible. Now, one could argue that I am cheating, and actually I think it'd be pretty funny if I get accused for cheating because of this, but I have no desire to cheat. I've spent 30,000 plus hours in multiple different FPS games. I love the fact that it has taken me this long to get good at games. It feels way more rewarding to actually know that you're good at something. I have zero desire to cheat whatsoever. The problem with a lot of these accusations around this person is that they are solely based on circumstantial evidence, the main evidence being the clips themselves. I would also like to say that it is entirely possible this person is actually cheating, but that's the entire point of this video. It's possible, but not confirmed. Absolutely nothing directed at this person has been confirmed evidence that they are cheating. All speculation. Speculation, when it comes to ruining someone's career, is bad. Let me go ahead and explain the thought process here. If you are the person that thinks that Riley is cheating, this is the thought process. The type of aim and the quality of this person's aim is not possible, therefore this person is cheating. But this type of aim is more than possible. There are people who get better clips than Riley has gotten in these clips. If you want a little bit more in-depth information as to how these clips are obtained and the actual breakdown of the minute micro adjustments and things like that, I recommend watching a video by Karl Jobst. He is not part of the aiming community himself, but he interviewed several people who are and actually came to the same conclusion that I'm coming to currently. There is not enough evidence to accuse this person of cheating. This person does have a lot of suspicious activity. It's been shown that they have a list of Valorant accounts that they use. Usually this is an indication of smurfing more than it is cheating, which is entirely its own issue. But nonetheless, not actual proof that they are cheating, just evidence. Also, people were pointing out that during the beta, they were playing on their main account and kept crashing. They would crash multiple times, and ultimately went on a different account and then didn't have any problems. Also, very suspicious, very weird, but evidence, not proof. The main issue that I have is that everything within these clips is possible. People do it and do it better. I almost don't even know what to say to people that watch these clips and immediately come to the conclusion that they are cheating. I feel like this issue is more of a Battlefield issue than it is an actual cheater issue or misinformation issue. A lot of the people within the Battlefield community just are not aware of this high-level gameplay. They play very casually and understandably. Battlefield is a casual game, but anyone can play it, including the best players in the world. Not saying that Riley is the best player in the world, but they obviously have at least very decent aim. Everyone that I have talked to in the community that is also an aimer or prides themselves on being good at Battlefield has said the same thing that I am saying right now. It does sadden me a little bit that people just immediately come to that conclusion. I very much pride myself on how much time I spent getting good at FPS games and the results of that, and I myself have been accused of cheating many times. Normally I just laugh it off, but I feel like we're actually having a pretty serious problem here. Perhaps I may talk about this topic in a future video, but there is a pretty serious divide between the casual players and the aimers, the, top tier infantry players, people like that. A lot of the YouTube videos that I've seen that are proving Riley to be aimbotting are, again, more just circumstantial evidence, theories, and assumptions. It kind of reminds me of this guy. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but this was a old Counter-Strike content creator. He would constantly accuse pro players of cheating simply based off of clips and circumstantial evidence, but was pretty much laughed at by the entire community because he never actually had any real proof ever.
Crisp, clean lock, boys.
For some of these content creators, I fear that this is what is going on right now. With Counter-Strike, there have been years and years of boundaries being pushed, and people within that community are well aware of what's actually possible for humans to do. But games like Call of Duty, Battlefield, these very casual FPS games, a lot of these people are not exposed to this level of gameplay. And I don't necessarily blame people for that. I don't think everyone who plays a video game should aspire to be the best at it. That's not the point of video games. But I feel that people who have put in the time to get good at FPS games are being very disrespected here. I am a person, Riley is a person, we are all people, and no one should be guilty until proven innocent. Or guilty when proven innocent, for that matter either. If it comes out that this person is cheating, great. I want them to be banned and exiled from our community. But just think for a second, what if they aren't? That's all I wanted to say. I don't really have much more to say about this topic. Again, if you want to see more specifics on the actual aim itself, go watch Karl Jobst's video. It's a great video. He breaks down every single detail and explains the clips in a great manner. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon with another video.